Hey everybody!
Hello. Hey guys!
MaJeliv here. We are the Vasquez family. Today we are going to be reacting to SARDAR UDHAM. The official trailer came out a month ago. You guys have been passionately requesting this video in the comments. We have also been extremely intrigued because of how excited you guys are for us to watch this. It's a 2-minute and 30-second trailer. We're going to read the summary now for us so we can kind of get a recap as to what we're going to be watching, and for anyone watching this video that has no clue what this movie is. So, SARDAR UDHAM is a biopic detailing the 2 decades that Punjabi Sikh revolutionary Udham Singh spent planning the assassination of the man responsible for the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. And I'm sorry for mispronouncing that. But so it's a biopic about a true story. And he's a revolutionary who's better known for the assassination of Michael O'Dwyer in London, who was behind this massacre on April 13th, 1919. Apparently, he survived the massacre, which killed around 400 people and injured around 1,000, and avenges those who died. So, let alone the fact that this is a true story is one extremely, extremely sad, extremely depressing. But it sounds like he was quite the revolutionary as well. So, we are
seeking justice.
Right, justice. So thank you guys for requesting this trailer for this movie. We are planning on doing a movie reaction after we react to this trailer. So we will do a part 1 and a part 2. You guys will get those after we watch this trailer. So thank you for requesting this, and look out for those coming your way as well. So let's jump in and we'll give our thoughts after. Here we go.
They strike them down even after 20 years. Gandhi has left Delhi for Amritsar. Arrest Gandhi.
Wow.
अगर अब कुछ नहीं किया ना तो अगले 100 साल तक इन अंग्रेजों के नीचे रहेंगे। अंदर भी जब एंटर करोगे तो ये दिखाना।
This is during India's fight for independence.
I see death, no sleep in years. Monday को church, Friday को cinema hall, और Saturdays को club.
All the freedom of your people should be there.
I fight different way. तुम चले जाओ यहाँ से। अगर हमने यहाँ इंग्लैंड में ब्रिटिश के हार्ट पे कुछ कर दिया, हमारा मैसेज पूरे वर्ल्ड तक जाएगा।
Dang.
Jeez.
What is the next target? Revolution is a dangerous game. To set an example, sir.
Oh man.
Wow.
Exchange for you? Yes. Frank Brazil? Yes. Don't you guys? Yes. What's your real name? Murder को protest मानेगा या protest को murder मानेगा? आपका British law. मुझे एक revolver चाहिए. Didn't people have as a revolutionary?
Whoa.
Wow.
Dang.
I'm so curious as to what the massacre entailed. What was the story behind that?
And I think that's what we're gonna discover
Right.
within this movie.
Because clearly it leads him on a very long journey to assassinate and bring justice to the people that died. And the only time I've really, obviously in history books you learn about India's fight for independence from the British, and the movie that I saw that kind of touched on that I've seen that kind of, I don't know what your opinions are on it, but Gandhi, the one that centers around Gandhi's story. So the fact that they mentioned Gandhi in this kind of gave me a stamp as to what the times were like. But to be in London, to kind of see this, I don't know, I'm very, very, very excited and intrigued. That's for sure.
The last scene where he's asking, is anyone there, and you just see bodies everywhere, it's going to be very heartbreaking, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yes, that's for sure. I definitely feel like there's going to be some tears shed.
No, and massacres are horrible, and the fact how many people it kills, and definitely like just to see that this person is gonna try and avenge them and try to find the person behind it is just, and it's cool too, because the way this is filmed is very grounded and feels a lot like Shershaah, but more.
Yeah, it's more raw.
Kind of more mysterious too, because
It's a
the
timed
whole
piece as
London
well.
city aspect.
I think London carries it definitely has a tone that's different from Shershaah. It's definitely grounded like Shershaah. It's raw. I know you guys are saying in the comments that it is very realistic. It's very true to what actually happened. So we definitely have to watch the movie and see exactly what that entails.
Some things that. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that I was very taken back by the way that he mentioned, like, that he fights differently. And it looks like he was trying to find a peaceful way to solve things. Maybe very much like Gandhi. And maybe he just breaks. Maybe he just sees all the deaths and the massacre, and he just can't. He needs to do something about it.
Yeah, we don't really we have to watch to find out what he does to avenge and what the emotional struggle he goes through throughout his journey.
Right.
So
And also
it's just something we have to watch. It's not really.
And I guess going into it, I mean, I'm sure we'll learn as we watch the movie, but if you guys want to educate us, that's important. That of things that are important to know going into it. In terms of the massacre itself, there was a specific target to a certain type of people. You know, he's a Sikh, so I think that's very interesting as well. I'm sure we can actually do our own research and find. I mean, it's a historical event, so we definitely do more research before watching the movie. But it definitely seems like a very emotional journey.
I'm excited to see.
It seems heavy. I mean, Shershaah was heavy, but this whole movie seems to carry a more heavy and darker tone because of the state of what was going on, you know.
In that time.
Well, what it really is,
Right.
This is a chase movie.
Right.
If you break this down into cinema terms, this is a chase. This is one man going after another man who is responsible for the murder of friends and family and his people, essentially. So what I wasn't expecting to see footage, or rather parts of the tale that looks like he's caught after the assassination, and looks like he's tortured and punished for what he does. So now, if I'm interpreting the trailer wrong, I'm sure you'll tell me.
We'll find out when we see
We'll
it.
find out as well when we watch more details. But as an artist and storyteller, I think I'm very intrigued as to what it takes to be able to go on this journey as an actor to sit with the reality of retelling a real event like Shershaah, right? Where you have to represent not only the person, but what that person stood for. And it's very different than Shershaah in that you have a soldier who's patriotic and he's clearly fighting an all-out evil. But then this is someone you're going up against one man against the empire, right? The British Empire that's still standing in the 1920s, early 1920s, late 1900s, or not 19, early.
You know what you mean, yeah.
1919.
In the 1990s, right.
So there's a sense of what the time of era that it is and how that affects his progression into London, the tensions between India and London. So I saw more than I expected, is what I'm trying to say. I saw more than I expected in this trailer, and I'm far more intrigued about the after of what happens to this man for what he does. It's fascinating, very fascinating.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where we revisit a very sad and difficult time in history.
We're glad we're being educated on as well, I would say.
And we're learning,
Because there's so much history out there that isn't really taught to the world that
Isn't
we
pretty
need
either.
to know about.
But rather on this end, you know, that's not always, you know, like you said, highlighted or brought up, but it definitely will be educational, and we definitely will learn something from it emotionally on all levels, I think. And yeah, I do feel like this trailer was just enough. I mean, we got that sense that it was a chase movie, like my dad said, but there is a lot still to unpack on the character of, or rather the nature of Sardar Udham. You know, I think, I mean, yeah, I can't wait to see the portrayal of Sardar Udham, and just how this whole movie plays out. I mean, it's one of those where I think that was the beautiful thing about watching Shershaah. There really is no expectations. We have no. Knowing less going into it is I think is always really an amazing experience, because you get to just take it in for what it is fully, not what our expectation of it is. So anyway, thank you guys so much for requesting this trailer. We definitely will just look out for those the 2-part movie reaction of Sardar Udham, and we cannot wait to give our thoughts, our opinions on it, our commentary, our reactions, and we definitely want to hear your thoughts on this movie. Obviously, if you guys can keep the comment section spoiler free, please, for us and for those that are watching this video that haven't seen the movie. But feel free to tell us information about Sardar Udham and his story, things in history that are important to know before watching this movie. We love to hear your guys' insight and your knowledge on not just, you know, Indian history, but just these movies that you guys are so passionate about. We love connecting with you guys on that level and hearing the movies that you guys are passionate about. So again, thank you. Go out there, spread your light, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Have a MaJeliv day.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.